Today, I place before you a message of great importance. A message that can open a major turning point in your life if you are willing to stop and listen with all your heart. My beloved child, do not turn away from this moment, and do not let the busyness, the noise, the worries, and the haste of the world pull you away from what I desire to place within your heart. This is not an empty moment passing through your life, nor is it a meaningless coincidence in the middle of a busy day. I have led you here because I know you need to be reminded that you are still seen, still preserved, still loved with a love that never changes. I have seen the tears you shed in the darkness of night, when everything around you was silent, but inside you were full of storms no one knew about. I have heard the prayers that had no words, the very quiet sighs, the times when you could only bow your head in weariness and wonder whether I was still listening to you. You once thought that silence meant I had gone far away. You once looked at closed doors and wondered whether you had been forgotten on this journey. You waited so long that your heart learned to protect itself through caution, no longer daring to expect too much, no longer daring to believe that good things could also find their way into your life. But I speak to you with the gentleness of a father. I have never left you, not even by one step. When you walked through your darkest days, I was still there. When you no longer had strength to form words, I still understood the voice of your heart. When you thought you had to carry heavy responsibilities by yourself, I was the one silently lifting you so you would not collapse completely. There were times when you did not recognize my presence, but I was the one protecting you from things you never even knew. The delays you went through were not punishment. The doors that closed before you were not always rejection. There were things I held back because there was no true peace behind them. There were opportunities I did not yet allow to open because you had not been prepared to step into them without being overwhelmed. There were connections I allowed to leave your life because they no longer fit the new season I have for you. You saw loss, but I saw protection. You saw silence, but I saw a hidden work being built. You saw slow years, but I saw the roots of your faith growing deeper, stronger, and more enduring in the secret place. I am preparing a great breakthrough for you. But that breakthrough needs a heart steady enough to preserve it. If I had given you too early what you prayed for, you might have carried it with fear instead of peace, with haste instead of wisdom, with the need to prove yourself instead of gratitude. So I refined you before I lifted you. I taught you to wait before I entrusted you with what was new. I allowed you to learn how to stand firm in the darkness so that when you stepped into the light, you would not forget the one who led you through every long night. The seasons you thought were only filled with endurance were actually the places where I was building the foundation for a life wider, deeper, and brighter. Now, the season of refinement in the darkness is gradually coming to a close, and I am leading you into the light I have prepared. You will not remain forever in the old cycle of sorrow, lack, loneliness, and anxiety. The cycles that kept returning to exhaust you will be broken by my wisdom, healing, and guidance. The burdens of debt that once kept you awake will no longer have the right to define your future. The lonely memories that once made you think no one understood you will be replaced by the awareness that I am always near, always listening, always holding you, always making a way at the right time. What I am doing does not only touch your outward circumstances, I am also touching the way you think, the way you hope, and the way you believe that tomorrow can still be better than yesterday. A great shift is taking place in places your eyes cannot yet fully see, and then it will gradually be revealed in your daily life. Things are being rearranged. Paths are being opened. Hearts are being moved by me. Help will arrive at the right time. Decisions will bring relief. Doors that seem tightly locked will begin to open slightly when my timing touches them. You do not need to understand every detail right now. What I desire from you is that you keep your heart awake. Keep your faith burning. Keep your mouth from words of despair. And keep your hands open to receive what I give with humility. Do not fear the shaking around you. There may be times when you see certain familiar things no longer remaining in the same place. There may be relationships, plans, or habits brought into the light. There may be moments when you feel that what once gave you comfort in the old way no longer has the strength to support you. Do not rush to call that loss. Many times, it is me clearing away what does not belong to your future. I do not destroy what is good. I remove what is blocking blessing. I do not empty you in order to abandon you. I create space so I can place peace, restoration, and more lasting graces there. When I shake the old ground, it is because I want you to stand on a firmer foundation. My beloved child, step into the new season with a heart softened in my hands. Do not carry the bitterness of old years through the new door. Do not let fear make you suspicious of every good thing. Do not let past disappointments convince you that I am no longer preparing anything for you. I am still writing your story. I am still preserving the promises I have placed over your life. I am still turning silent tears into seeds for another harvest. When I restore you, live with gratitude. When I provide for you, steward it with wisdom. When I make a way for you, walk in uprightness. When I lift you up, remember the days when I lifted you in places no one saw. Say amen within your heart as a sincere agreement that you believe in my guidance right now, not with haste or outward form, but with a heart truly open before the love and protection of the Father. I saw you in the darkness. I heard you in silence. I preserved you through closed doors, through confusing delays, through seasons that seemed to have no answer. And now, I am leading you into the light, where old things lose control, where burdens are taken down, where restoration begins to blossom, and where you will understand that I have never forgotten you, never left you, never stopped preparing good things for your life. There are people who turned their backs on you, and there were opportunities that seemed to slip from your hands. But I want you to understand that not everything that leaves is a loss, and not every closing is an ending. My beloved child, there are times when my hand protects you by opening a door, but there are also times when I protect you by closing a path you once deeply wanted to enter. There are people who leave your life not because you are not valuable enough, but because they no longer fit the season I am leading you into. There are opportunities that disappear not because you were rejected, but because I am redirecting you away from what is too narrow to prepare you for what is wider. You only see the moment of separation, but I see the entire road ahead. You only feel the emptiness after loss, but I already see the place where I will pour in peace, wisdom, and blessings more lasting than what you once held. Do not be quick to call the things that have passed failure. Do not let one person turning away make you believe you are unworthy of love. Do not let one closed door cause you to conclude that every other door will also close. I am your Father, and I do not allow what belongs to my good purpose to be stolen from your hands. If something is truly appointed by me for you, it will not be lost because of someone else's jealousy, destroyed by delay, or erased by a season of misunderstanding. What I allow to leave, I can replace with something purer. What has hurt you, I can use to teach you deeper discernment. What seemed like an ending, I can turn into the beginning of a new chapter you never dared to dream of. The enemy of peace has fiercely attacked you in recent days because he recognizes that there is a breakthrough I have prepared for you. He tried to sow poisonous whispers into your heart that you are too late, that you have no more chances, that the promise has gone out, that you should let go right before the threshold of what I am about to reveal. He wanted to use disappointment to make you tired, silence to make you doubt, and people leaving to make you feel abandoned. But he has failed, because you are still standing here. Though there were times you trembled, you did not completely leave me. Though there were times you were weary, you still knew how to lift your heart. Though you have passed through many heavy days, the flame I lit within you has not gone out. You are still standing, and that is a silent yet powerful testimony. Others may not know how much you had to fight in order to continue. They may see your silence and think you have no strength. But I know that silence has often been maturity. They may think you have slowed down, but I know you are being refined. They may think you have lost direction, but I know I am still guiding you through small signs that your heart can recognize. The fact that you still hold on to faith, even when that faith has sometimes been like a thin lamp in the wind, proves that my promise over your life remains intact. No battle can make me forget what I have spoken. No opposition can cause me to change my mind about the love I have for you. I am the one who establishes time, and I am never late. Nor do I ever arrive 1 second early, according to human impatience. You often look at time through the days of waiting, through prayers that have not yet been answered, through opportunities that seem to have passed by. But I look at time through the fullness of my plan. I know when you need to be held back so you can grow more. I know when a door must close in order to protect you. I know when a person needs to leave so your heart can make room for healing. I know when a blessing must appear so that you may not only receive it, but also have enough wisdom to keep it. Every arrangement of mine has its sacred rhythm. Not one season you pass through in faith is wasted. Therefore, you no longer need to strain yourself trying to fix everything on your own. You do not need to manipulate the outcome. Force every door to open according to your timing, or run ahead of me out of fear that if you slow down, every good thing will pass you by. Lay your burden down at my feet. Place before me the pressures you have carried for too long, the decisions that have stolen your sleep, the worries about tomorrow, the relationships that have troubled your heart, the dreams you both want to hold on to and fear will disappoint you. I do not despise any of it. I do not tell you to let go so that you will be empty. I invite you to let go so that your hands will be free to receive what I am placing into your life. Walk in rest, my child. Rest does not mean you stop trying. It means you stop living as though every outcome depends on your own strength. Rest is when you do the part entrusted to you with faithfulness, but no longer let fear rule every breath. Rest is when you continue walking, working, praying, and preparing. But inwardly, you are no longer stretched tight by the thought that if you miss one step, everything will fall apart. I am holding what you cannot hold. I am touching the places you cannot touch. I am arranging details you do not yet know about. I am working in rooms you have never entered. I have gone before you. I have made the hearts of people you will meet. I have prepared conversations whose names, timing, and shape you do not yet know today. There will be words spoken at the right time, people who remember you on the right day, and opportunities that open in places where others were once refused. Not because you are better than them, but because I have placed my grace upon you for this time. There are paths that do not open by your pushing, but by my authority. There are sources of help that do not come because you beg people, but because I move the right heart, at the right moment, in the right circumstance. When these things happen, you will recognize the fragrance of divine arrangement in every detail. When people ask why that favor came to you, why the door opened for you, why you rose again after seasons that seemed to have knocked you down, tell them with humility that it was because of my grace. Do not turn blessing into a place of boasting, but make it a testimony of your Father's mercy. Do not forget the days when you prayed in silence when the harvest begins to come. Do not let abundance pull you away from my presence. Receive with gratitude, preserve with wisdom, and share with a generous heart. What I give is not only to lift you up, but also so that through your life, others may see that I still restore, still make a way, and still do what no one can prevent. This turning is coming not only to change outward circumstances, but also to change the way you stand before the future. I am healing within you the habit of always waiting for something bad to happen. I am removing from you the feeling that you must live in survival mode forever. I am teaching you to trust my timing more than your own haste. I am bringing you out of old cycles of lack, exhaustion, self-blame, and doubt, so you may step into a wider place of peace, clarity, and trust. Be ready to receive, but receive with a tender heart. Step into the new season, but step into it with me. You are not left behind. You are being redirected. You have not lost everything. You are being prepared for something better. You are not forgotten. Your name is still before me. Stand firm a little longer. Lay the burden down, and let your heart rest in my love. I am your Father, the one who never misjudges the timing, never fails in my promise, and never leads you through painful seasons without intending to bring you into restoration. What has left does not have the right to decide what is coming. Delay does not have the right to cancel my word. And when the door I open stands before you, you will understand that every loss, every wait, and every redirection was used by me to bring you to this very moment of turning. This warning and guidance from me does not come to judge you, nor does it come to hold you back from what is good, but to place you correctly upon the launching ground I have prepared for your life. Hear me with a quiet heart, because not every obstacle is a loss. And not every closed door is a sign that you have been rejected. There are things I close not because I want you to hurt, but because I see what lies behind that door. Things you cannot yet recognize. You see the outward appearance of an opportunity, but I see the depth of its outcome. You hear today's promises, but I know what will remain when emotion passes. When time tests everything, when truth appears no longer covered by the gentle outer shell at the beginning. Therefore, when I slow you down, when I place caution in your heart, when I allow a path to feel heavy instead of light, it is not punishment, it is love protecting you. There is something you are preparing to agree to, a decision you want to place your name upon, a relationship you want to enter more deeply, or a path you think will open peace for you. Outwardly, it may look reasonable, gentle, even like an answer to what you once prayed for. It may appear at the exact time when you are tired, making you believe this is the way out of pressure, loneliness, and long waiting. But my beloved child, not everything that appears at the moment of your weakness comes from me. There are things that come to test your discernment. There are promises that bring comfort in the moment but lead to long-term weariness. There are paths that look like a place of rest, but when you step deeper into them, you will realize they require you to trade away your peace, your purity, and the honest voice within you. I am asking you to look again very carefully before things go any further. Do not let excitement cause you to overlook small signs. Do not let the fear of missing out make you rush to say yes to something your heart is not truly at peace with. Do not let loneliness convince you that something without clear light is still better than continuing to wait in my hands. You have felt these signals before, an unexplained heaviness, an uneasy silence after a conversation, a sense that something is not completely pure, even though outwardly nothing seems clearly wrong. You tried to explain them away, tried to tell yourself that you were only worrying too much, that old wounds had made you too sensitive, that if you simply continued, everything would eventually be fine. But I say to you, not every uneasiness is fear. Some uneasiness is the reminder of wisdom. Trust that I see farther than you can see. I do not only see the present moment, I see the days that will come after this choice. I see what will build you up and what will quietly wear you down. I see who will help you stand firm and who will cause you to constantly doubt your worth. I see which opportunity is a launching place and which opportunity is only a smooth road leading into chaos. If you choose to trust me in this hour, you will avoid a weight you were never meant to carry. There are burdens that are not your portion. There are tears that do not need to fall. There are years that do not need to be lost in recovery. If today you allow me to lead you with clarity, you may feel resistance rising within you. And I do not disregard that. A part of you still wants to hold on to the old plan. We still wants to believe that since you have come this far, you should not stop. Still wants to rush forward to prove that you were not wrong. You placed hope in that thing, thought about it, and built pictures in your heart of the outcome you desired. So when I tell you to slow down, your heart may feel disturbed, as though I am taking away what you have waited for. But my child, I am not taking from you what is good, I am keeping you from what could break you. What you want is not always what will heal you. What you fear losing is not always what you need to keep. The desire to move forward is natural. But what is natural is not always right. There are urges that come from faith, but there are also urges that come from fear. There are steps born from peace, but there are also steps born from being too tired of waiting. There are decisions that look like courage, but in truth are only an escape from uncertainty. I am not telling you to deny your feelings, but I do not want you to let your feelings sit in the place of guidance. Bring those feelings to me. Let me shine light upon them. Let me distinguish for you what is pure faith and what is only impulse clothed in hope. There is a great difference between confidence and stubbornness. True confidence is born in peace. It does not need haste, does not need force, does not need to ignore warning signs in order to continue. True confidence can wait, can listen, can adjust when I speak. But stubbornness is different. It keeps going even when there is no peace inside. It keeps trying to prove it is right even when the signs have become clear. It fears turning back, fears admitting that something once desired may not be what I have chosen. Do not call stubbornness courage. Do not call haste faith. True faith is not always moving faster. Sometimes true faith is stopping at the threshold, bowing the head, and saying to me, "If this is not from you, Father, hold me back. I am guiding you toward wisdom, not impulse." Wisdom does not steal your freedom. It preserves that freedom from disguised bondage. Wisdom does not make you smaller. It helps you not hand your life over to what is unworthy. When you slow down and invite me into each decision, you will begin to move in clarity instead of chaos. You will recognize the difference between a door I open and a door you must push with all your strength until you are exhausted. You will know what brings true peace and what only soothes your heart for a moment before leaving a deeper emptiness behind. You will learn not to be ruled by pressure, not to be led by the voices of others, and not to let lack make you choose below the value I have placed within you. I am not asking you to fear what lies ahead. I do not want you to live withdrawn, suspicious of everyone, avoiding every opportunity, or closing yourself off from what is new. I only want you to walk carefully, knowing that I am guiding you step by step. Caution is not a lack of faith. Caution is the sign of a heart that values what I have entrusted. If I tell you to wait, wait in peace. If I place a warning in your heart, listen, instead of burying it beneath your own reasoning. If I close a door, do not stand there weeping as though your future has ended. I can close a narrow path in order to lead you into a wider place. I can take from your hand something fragile in order to place in your hand something with a foundation. Let your heart settle before you agree. Pray before you commit. Observe the fruit, not only the flowers. Ask whether this is bringing you closer to peace or making you more confused. Ask whether you are choosing from faith or from fear. Ask whether you are walking with me or trying to pull me along with your plan. When you are honest before me, I will not let you wander. I will speak through peace, through clarity, through timely signs, through doors that open and close in my order. My beloved child, I am not holding you back. I am placing you on the right launching ground. I am not preventing your future. I am protecting that future from what is unworthy to enter it with you. I am not calling you to stop so that you may be empty. I am calling you to stop so that you do not carry burdens that do not belong to the new journey. Trust me enough to slow down. Trust me enough to consider carefully. Trust me enough not to open a door merely because it appears before your eyes. I see what you do not see. And because I love you, I will not remain silent when you stand close to a path that could wound you. Let me lead you step by step, and you will understand that today's obedience is the foundation for tomorrow's peace. There is something within you that needs to be released before you can step forward into the clearer path I am opening. My beloved child, not everything you are carrying belongs to the journey ahead. There are habits that have been with you for so long that you thought they were part of who you are. There are negative ways of thinking that have quietly built walls around your heart, causing you to see the future through the fog of anxiety instead of through the light of hope. There are misplaced attachments that once gave you a sense of familiarity, but in truth are keeping you in a narrow place, making your steps heavier day by day. I am bringing these things to the surface, not to hurt you, nor to make you ashamed, but so that you may see what it is time to release. You have tried to hold on to certain things because you feared that if you let go, you would lose the last bit of safety you had. But I want you to understand that not everything you hold is protecting you. There are things you call shelter, but they are quietly weakening you. There are ways of thinking that once helped you survive a hard season, but now no longer fit the new season I am leading you into. There are connections, memories, fears, and desires that, if you continue to hold them tightly, will make your journey heavy, weary, and lacking in peace. When I tell you to release, it is not deprivation, it is freedom. When I invite you to lay something down, it is not so that you may be empty. It is so your hands may be wide enough to receive what is better. Trust me, in this letting go, you do not lose anything truly valuable when you walk away from what no longer belongs to you. What has true value will not require you to exchange your peace in order to keep it. What comes from me will not make you live in continual instability, will not force you to doubt your worth, and will not pull you away from the purity and stillness I am placing within your heart. When you release what is old, you will begin to feel a new space opening inside you. A lightness you have forgotten for a long time. A new direction born not from pressure, but from my gentle guidance. Right now, I am giving you more strength, because I know change is not always comfortable. I know that stepping out of what is familiar can make you uneasy, even when you have recognized that it is no longer good for your peace. I know there are right choices that can still make you tremble, because they require you to leave a familiar place and trust a path that is not yet fully clear. But you do not have to walk by your own strength. I am placing courage within you to choose what is healthier, purer, and more steadfast, to choose what truly lifts you up instead of merely comforting you for a moment. You are not alone in this transition. I do not demand that you understand everything by yourself, untie every knot on your own, or see the entire road before you can take the next step. I am here, walking with you in every act of discernment. Every time you slow down to listen, every moment you choose what is right, though your heart still trembles. My love is covering you. My protection surrounds you, and my wisdom is lighting the places within you that were once dim. What lies ahead can still be shaped, and that is why this moment matters so much. You are not trapped in a closed ending. You are standing at a crossroads, where your choice can turn the direction of what is coming. Therefore, pause in peace and do not fear the change I am beginning. Let me remove from you the burdens that no longer belong to the new season. Let me cleanse the dark places in your thoughts, heal the places that have grown tired, and lead you to a wider path. If you choose to release in faith, you will see that behind surrender is not loss, but freedom. Behind obedience is not emptiness, but blessing. And behind this present moment is a new road being prepared by me with perfect love for you.